everybody has a different walk of life, but many people are fighting similar battles. So you get situations where you've got a programmer, or you've got an engineer, or you've got a YouTuber who are all doing different things, but on some level we all end up helping each other out, even though our worlds are completely different with respect to maybe where we live or where we work or how we work.
It's so funny because when you stumble into a community like this and you're like, oh yeah, that's interesting to me, or this resonates with me, and then you find out there are all these other people that if you just met them in a store or met them in a workplace, you might not kind of know the things that get them excited, or that they really resonate with personally. And this community is kind of cool because we get to see that about each other. We're like, Brad really likes Star Wars.
I'm not sure how many of you all are out there have been like searching for a community of people that are just energized to progress in life, looking forward to how they can develop their craft or to better themselves in their endeavors. And for me, that was few and far between in the ways that I needed it.
That's part of why we're here. You make this a very warm and welcoming and inclusive place. Everybody's involved that wants to get involved, and you have a very big commitment to letting others step in and, contribute. You present ideas and others present ideas, and then there's kind of a flow that goes on with this group that is really cool.
Being in a community of like-minded people with the same passion and drive for productivity, learning, and growth will trigger an obsession to work hard, compete, and succeed. We are equipping creatives, students, and second winders with the knowledge and best practices to level up every day, systems to put your learning into action, and a supportive community to make sure you never struggle alone.
I think what is unique about Co-x3 is that it's a global community. So you have people from all different walks of life coming together from various fields to really express their take on these problems that we all face in life, figuring out how to organize our projects and manage our day-to-day and to make sense of what is worth tracking or not tracking as far as like self-quantification.
The particular area I'm interested in is like this constant like reflection, review, living a life very intentionally. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, but just like consistently been failing at. I really buy into the vision of the community, this higher, like abstract level of the system that can fit into any productivity software or any system that can help you live a better life.
Our biggest collaborative projects this year have been to turn our lives into a game to make work fun, to get stuff done, and also be intentional to always know the why, what's, and hows behind everything we do. We've built systems around these fundamentals to help hundreds of people find more meaning in their lives and develop the motivation and focus to achieve their goals.
There's a lot of similarities in the kind of things that we represent coming in. We all seem to need some kind of order or organization. We want our life to be better. And then it's like, well, so then how do we do that? And we're out on the internet and we're searching. And I think from what I've been reminding myself as I go along asking this question of why did I join is it was a sense of community. Others had ideas or they might have had template to show, but you had this system where people could come in and talk to each other. And it's like you introduce yourself and it's like, okay, I'm here now. How do I get involved?
What I found really amazing about this community was we check in on each other so often that I find myself making progress towards real goals and can stop problem in its tracks and really make a change in my life.
This is the best part of my week. I'm very happy to see all of you guys. It brings me a lot of joy to see friendly faces on the camera and know that you guys are doing your own journeys and struggling in your own fights and that we come together once a week and catch up. It's a lot of fun.
I realized that I get to look forward to these meetings every day where I get to share smiles around people who won't judge no matter what state I'm in or whether everything in life is going as planned. Everybody's here for you and everybody's always so eager to help. And through this process, I found a path towards self-discovery with an exercise that we all came up with together. And through performing the exercise and getting to really kind of examine myself as a person, I started to realize that I am not going through the best of times, especially with the pandemic. I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to. There's just a lot of loneliness going around in the world right now. And instead of worrying about being by myself and having to go through this on my own, I look forward to these meetings every day where I get to share smiles with people, see people like Anne and Veronica, and even Conrad, who's often funny when he's tired, to be able to take steps forward that are normally really hard to do on your own. And everybody's here for you and everybody's willing to help in whatever way they can. And I think that's one of the most important things to know about us.
By talking and sharing what we're feeling and what we're thinking, that's pretty much the cure. Until you feel some place of safety where you can trust a little bit, those feelings are kind of sheltered or held back, but they're coming out just a little bit at a time in a way that you can handle it because you have the support. And I think that's a very excellent thing about this group.
This is the only community in my life that I actively participate in. Everybody is just so nice. And I keep telling people that everybody here is so non-judgmental when they are concerned about, whether they should share something or like when they think they are being, silly or not good enough or things like that. Like I don't have this problem with this community because really it's just so friendly.
The people involved are so engaging, and Conrad asks questions to get people going, and he's inclusive and always goes out of his way to show support and love and appreciation for whatever it is that you're doing. Like I didn't think I would be able to jump into this group about productivity and be able to share my music and be celebrated for that and, acknowledged for my specific craft. So definitely don't feel like you have to shy away.
One thing that I think is so special about us and this group of people is that we all want to give and none of us just want to take, because we know that the more that we give, the more value we add to what this community can do for people. And I think that's really important.
I could gush on about a lot of other things, but I'll stop there. I want to say thank you to you and the community. And I just can't wait to hear from the next person and what they're going to say and introduce into my life. So even as an oldster, it's very, very excellent.
It's been really exciting to be able to collaborate with other people and to learn from them and to get support from them, because I've been part of professional organizations in my work and even in my costuming community with Star Wars, but nothing like this has come together and been so synergistic and people have been so willing to help you. So I really appreciate that. And if you're looking for that kind of support, I think this is a place that you can really find yourself at home.